comes thick and fast. Capital One Cup on Tuesday. As a player, Richard, do you have good experiences from this competition?
Yeah, I played in the semi-final in 1980 against Man City at Anfield, and then the final against West Ham was in the days where there was only 12 players and I was 13th man. So I didn't get a medal, and they drew the game at Wembley and won the game at Aston Villa. It was the day when Ian Rush really announced himself to the world.
And in terms of the cup for your side this season, how are you going to approach it? It's well, firstly, a lovely opportunity to be back in the competition after so long.
Well, I think the fact that we're sat here talking about the Capital One Cup, you know, really sort of sums up exactly that we're finally back in the Football League. I think the draw really dictates that we can just go there and enjoy ourselves, and pit our wits against one of the best teams in the first round, and see how we can do. You know, I think it would be a great opportunity for the supporters to see us back against a Championship club. And again, they've recruited really heavily in the summer, so it'll be an opportunity for us to just go and play and you know, obviously try and get through, and see what we can do against a very good team.
Yeah, once again, a situation where that big game experience from last season can come to the fore. You had so many occasions last year where you had to deliver in big stadiums, big games. The players are well used to it.
Yeah, as I said, I think every experience that you gain along the way, you have to wrap up and keep it for the future, and bring it back out again when you need it. And you're right, there's no doubt that we are used to playing this type of game. It's not like that we're going into, you know, completely unknown territory. But I think the draw dictates that it is a game where we can just go in and really find out what we're about.
And you mentioned the atmosphere previously, how some of those home games last season, it was so valuable. Already a good number of tickets sold by used fans. Hopefully they'll be making quite a bit of noise, and they'll be certainly really up for the occasion. Yeah,
I hope this year is when we really see our fans really start to show what it means to them for their club to be back in the Football League. You know, it'd be nice to think that we could take 1,000 to some of the games this year. Certainly those that are not too far in the distance, and I think that should be the aim each week. But if we can get to 700-800, then obviously that'll be a really good effort.
Yeah, Birmingham, in terms of a side, clearly got great history, really big club. Maybe not at their greatest ebb right at the minute, but they brought in a lot of players, so a bit of an unknown quantity.
Well, no, not really. I think, you know, the reality is that when you start to play against a Championship club, the players that they recruit, you pretty much know quite a bit about. I mean, let's not be forgetful that they won the Capital Cup, what, 3, 4, 5 years ago. You know, last year was a difficult year for them, and obviously Lee will be very mindful of the fact that they survived on the last day of the season, and so he's realised, and I guess the club has realised, that they've needed to do something about it. And it looks as though they have, and you would expect with what they've recruited, they're going to have a much better season.
Cool, great.